Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. This is Miguel Benitez, trying to help you on the thoughtful search for Christianity. I'm coming to you today, it's actually at the time that I'm recording this, the day after Thanksgiving. And so we've had Halloween and Thanksgiving come and go. We're now looking ahead for about a month from now, in which we will be celebrating Christmas. And I just wanted to take a moment and hopefully help us to be a little more thoughtful about holidays, maybe consider some things we hadn't considered before. You see, we live in a day and age in which so many times we look forward to holidays. Yes, because we love family and we love food, but oftentimes it's because it's a break. I know me as an educator, I get my biggest breaks around Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so many times I'm even guilty of just looking forward to these breaks because it's a break from work. I'm not thinking holiday, I'm thinking a break from work. And I think that it's important for us, particularly when approaching things from a Christian worldview, to remember, yes, from the very beginning, God gave Adam responsibilities. We were made to work, but we were not made merely to work, right? Working is part of what we do. Working is not who we are. And we live in such a busy society that just has so much going on, and we feel like we have to work and work and work and work. Otherwise, we can't get ahead. Otherwise, we won't be able to live the life that we're longing to be able to live. And I want to suggest that the life that we long for as humans is not found in more work, but rather in our realization of the proper place of work in our life. And so what does this have to do with holidays? Don't allow your holidays to simply be rest from work. Allow holidays to hold the special place that they're supposed to hold in your life. You see, humans from the very beginning have been celebrating holidays. Regardless of religion or culture or location, holidays, celebrations, is something that is intrinsically human. Josef Pieper, who is one of my favorite philosophers, wrote a book called In Tune with the World, A Theory of Festivity. And I want to share just two passages with you. The first one is coming from this text, and he says, "To celebrate a festival means to do something which is in no way tied to other goals, which has been removed from all, so that, and in order to. True, festivity cannot be imagined as residing anywhere but in the realm of activity that is meaningful in itself." So notice what he's saying. Festivities, festivals, celebrations, holidays are not ceasing activity, right? In fact, it is an activity, but it should be an activity in itself. It's not something that we do for some greater purpose, such as resting from work so that I can take a break and then work harder, right? But rather that it is valuable in itself. We celebrate, and what we celebrate is something bigger than ourselves. The second passage that I wanted to share with you touches on that. He says, "What are we really wishing our fellow men when we send them best wishes for Christmas? Health, enjoyment of each other's company, thriving children, success, all these things too, of course. We may even, why not, be wishing them a good appetite for the holiday meal. But the real thing we're wishing is the success of the festive celebration itself. Not just its outer forms and enrichments, not the trimmings, but the gift that is meant to be the true fruit of the festival. Renewal, transformation, rebirth. Nowadays, to be sure, all this can barely be sensed behind the trite formula, happy holidays." You see, we are beings that are made in the image of God. And as beings that are made in the image of God, work and just the material world is not sufficient. It's not all that we long for. We long for things that are transcendent. And holidays are an opportunity for us to contemplate these transcendent things. Ultimately, our contemplation and our careful thinking and our meditation over holidays should lead us to the God in whose image we are created. But even as we think about the good things like true joy, true happiness, the holidays provide us an opportunity to do that. My wife and I love Christmas, and we're excited about the season quickly coming upon us. And one of the reasons that we love it is because it's so full of joy. It's a time in which people, at least if we're doing it right, can find some joy that transcends circumstances. Now, I know the holidays aren't pleasant for everyone. Some of you have lost loved ones during the holidays. Others of you have bad memories growing up or certain life situations that have occurred during particular holidays. And I don't want to minimize that, right? But certainly, let us not be so caught up in work. Let us not be so caught up in productivity. Let us not be persuaded by society that we are merely cogs in a machine. Let's make sure that during this holiday season, we're reflective, we're contemplative, and we're thinking about the God above, in whom we can find our ultimate rest, our ultimate satisfaction, our ultimate happiness and joy. I hope that this helps you as you think about the holidays this season and holidays in the future. Again, I would highly recommend Josef Pieper's book. I will link it down below. I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts about the holidays? How can we resist the temptation to fall into the culture's busyness and materialistic attitude around the holidays? Do you maybe sometimes struggle to see the holidays as something more than merely resting so that then you can get back to work and be more productive? I'd love to hear from you, so make sure to comment and subscribe if you'd like to hear more videos like this about thoughtful Christianity, and be sure to click the bell as well, as that'll allow you to receive notifications every time that I upload material.